6 minutes after 9 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. It is time for In the Garden with Carol Ann. Carol Ann Baldwin is here answering your questions about your lawns and your gardens. The number to call to speak to Carol Ann is 622-9622. We did not see Carol Ann last week. It's good to see her again. Good morning, Carol Ann.
Good morning, Larry. Doing real well.
And your brother's doing well?
He's doing better, so I'm a lot happier.
Yeah. So. We were praying for you and your brother and your family. It's always nerve-wracking when somebody goes through some major surgery like that. Yeah.
Oh, most definitely. Of course, last week it was a Master Gardener thing, so it was that I was in. We had Summer Institute. I just got all kinds of stuff going on right now. It's like, okay, we'll wrap up the summer by filling everything, every ounce of time you've got with something. So
I have something to ask you that I was asked to ask you by a lady who Robin and I know, and she said when she walks through the grass, lots of little moths fly out.
Yeah.
And she was told it was an indication that there would be sod webworms in the grass.
Yes. Yeah.
What should she do? What does she need to know about this?
The little moths are more than likely laying eggs now, and so they're just, like you do. In the morning, you come walking through, or you're mowing in the morning, and all those little brown moths coming up, and they're probably been laying eggs, and which those little eggs are going to hatch out, and you will have the sod webworm, which feeds upon your lawn.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't know if BT is labeled for use on lawns, but that would be an organic method to try. If it is, I would have to, is that
a product name?
It's
BT?
a product. BT is Bacillus thuringiensis. That's a big word, I know.
Okay.
It's a larvicide. It targets just caterpillars.
But is that what you ask for when you go to the store?
Yeah.
Or is there a brand name?
BT, you might ask for Dipel or Thuricide. Those are two trade name kind of things. But the BT, everybody knows BT. It's a capital B, small t is usually how you'll find it as an ingredient on the label, unless you can figure out how to spell Bacillus thuringiensis. But that's sort of those big fun words that when you say that, people go, ooh, you might know something. It's like, no, I don't know that much. That would be your least toxic way to go. Like I said, I'm not sure if it's labeled for lawns, because whether or not it would take up properly, and be an effective control for them on that. Otherwise, we're just using, and I would probably go with one of the liquid they're basically contact insecticides, a liquid 7 if it's labeled for lawns. You've got your ones, you've got Bayer, you got Ortho, you got Spectracide, you've got the store brand ones that are just lawn treatments for insects.
So does the lawn eventually get eten up completely? To what extreme?
It can get pretty chewed on, pretty much eaten up. A lot of the times you will find most of your pests on very lush grass, which makes you go, well, why would I want lush grass if everything's going to eat it? Mostly it's because a lot of times I say over-fertilized, and I hate to say that because sometimes people say, I don't over-fertilize. So, but it can be that there's just a lot of nutrient in that ground and everything, and that you can see some damage. It will do some serious damage to the lawn. I don't know if I would try to put a preventer down or put it down because you think you might have them. I would, moreover, if you're seeing those moths going through and putting it down, but you need a couple of days when it's not going to rain. So like yesterday would have probably been a good day, but I think our chances of rain today are higher, and then it's getting higher all throughout the rest of the week. But if we have a couple days, look at the Weather Channel, look at the extended forecast before you put something down, because, well, one, you waste your money. If you put it down at 7 o'clock in the morning and then at 3 o'clock in the afternoon it rains, you're just throwing a pollutant on the ground at that point if the rain comes in. And so you lose your effectiveness.
Okay, and you have a phone call. Right. Good morning. You're on the air with Carol Ann.
Yes, good morning, Carol Ann.
Good morning.
I hope everything is well with your family.
Yeah, thanks.
See, between my house and the sidewalk, I've got these bushes, which are very nice. I don't know what the name of them is. They have like little red blossoms, like in March, I think it is, for a little bit of a while. But anyways, I wanted to put some decorative mulch or something there, and rather than mulch, because somebody told me that can be attracting termites a little bit, I would go with the marble chips.
Okay.
Would that be hard on those bushes to put those chips around those bushes?
So long as you're not piling them, does the shrub itself come down pretty near to the ground?
Yes.
Well, what you do, instead of getting the marble chips up under the shrubs, is try to keep it just to the outer edge. Okay. To where you can see it, and then if you need to, lightly put a little bit, you're not going to really use that because they're in the ground. You start to put the rock on top of that, it's going to get heavy. On top of there, and it actually does, even though you don't think you are in a way kind of changing that grade, even if it is with stone. But I would, if you've got enough room between the plant and your driveway there to put you, say, a 4-inch wide band down there, and then just, as I call it, feather it up underneath so that, if you look down in there, you'll see some of the stone. And, it won't be sitting there piled up on top of the root zone.
Yeah, I would. My line of thought was that maybe that stone would reflect and capture a lot of sun heat, and it would be too much heat for the bushes. No,
it's not usually the reflectiveness on that. It's a lot of times it's just the weight on the root zone is that you've actually changed what's there above them, above those roots. But if you don't need it up underneath because they come pretty near to the ground, I wouldn't try to get it all the way up underneath there and up near, you don't want it up near the stems anyway. So if you can keep it, several inches away from those stems, it's going to be better anyhow.
Yeah, the white chips always look nice. Where the red wood chips, they kind of like fade out in a year or two, and you're back down to brown, and then you actually almost have to retreat it or put some fresh stuff down to make it look nice. And
right.
Like my neighbor said too, there's always a termite situation with wood there, and that's so. I think I'll go with the stone, and it sounds like you're kind of saying that's okay.
Yeah, it'll be all right. But like I said, just use it moreover of doing that the border between the shrub and the driveway, and just gently use it up underneath.
Okay, will do. Well, thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah.
And the phone lines are up if you want to call. So we've got a good 45 minutes left in the show. Plenty of time to have a nice, hearty answer.
That's it.
622-9622 is the number if you want to call Carol Ann.
Yeah, anytime if you've got a question that you think you need a little more in-depth, don't wait till the last 5 minutes when we're trying to wrap it all up.
That's right.
Yeah, get it in between one of these commercial breaks. It gives it plenty of time to get them answered. And
the oranges are on my orange tree again.
Yeah.
Of course, they're still green. But
right. And
it's usually the winter that they actually become ripe,
They become ripe. They won't become ripe usually about October, November, December, in that time period.
Like a half year. Huh?
Right. Almost 9 months.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's like a baby.
From the time of a flower to the time of a picked fruit.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah.
All right, we will take a little break, and we'll be right back. If you want to call the show, you are invited to do that. The number is 622-9622. We'll be right back with Carol Ann.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. It'll be partly sunny today with an afternoon thunderstorm in the area, the high 88 to 92. Partly cloudy tonight with a thunderstorm in the area early on, low 74 to 78. Times of clouds and sun tomorrow with a shower or thunderstorm around mainly during the afternoon hours, high 88 to 92. For Thursday, clouds will limit sunshine along with a couple of showers and a thunderstorm, high 86 to 90. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Good credits, bad credits, it's none of our business because we're not an auto dealer. We're not a bank. We're not your mother. We're OcalaForSales.com. Marion County's marketplace for cars, trucks, and SUVs. We've got thousands of sellers standing by to take your call. No middleman. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge. Undercutting, rust-proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
Do you have areas that have started sagging or drooping? Is what you're looking at not quite the same as it was years ago? Are there enhancements you've been putting off? Is there serious damage you need fixed? Then call on us, Damage Control Services, when your roof is sagging and the drywall is drooping after a storm, or your home just needs some enhancements. From damage repairs to new construction, Damage Control Services is here to help.
Hi, I'm Leah Caruso with Strive Rehabilitation, inviting you to join me Thursday at 11 a.m. for Health Matters. Ocala Health and Strive have teamed up to bring you the latest information on good health services available to you right here at home. This vital information will help you make informed decisions about your health. So don't forget to join me here at 11 a.m. Thursday. It's news you can use from Ocala Health, Strive, and your friends here at WOCA.
One of the most common questions those nearing retirement are asking, will I outlive my money? Retirement questions like these and many more will be answered every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement with hosts Francois and Julian Pozenet. Francois and Julian will help you put your retirement puzzle together. Catch Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement Saturdays at 9 a.m. on Ocala's News Talk, The Source 96.3 FM and 1370 AM.
All right, 18 minutes after 9 o'clock. The phone lines are open if you want to call Carol Ann Baldwin. You're listening to In the Garden with Carol Ann, and we covered a few topics already in the first 15 minutes. Got a full 42 minutes left if you want to call the show. 622-WOCA is the phone number. And
just as a reminder again, the Vegetable Garden Expo is coming up Saturday, September the 5th. And if you've never done a vegetable garden, or you've done a vegetable garden or any other gardens, and you're concerned about your soil and want a soil test before the fall planting time, get it in there this week, because the 13th is, which today is the 11th, the 13th will be the last one before September. So if you need a soil sample done, get it collected, get it dried out, get it in there today or tomorrow so that it can be done and you get your results back rather promptly. They usually email them back. You give the extension office your email address. You will get the information, like for the Vegetable Garden Expo, they'll email you that before those events happen. So if you're interested in any of the activities, the library series, the On Top of the World series, and things like that are open to the public, it's a good way to get on there. And they don't sell their mailing lists. They're not going to spam you with anything. It's all will be information. And, of course, you can always unsubscribe at any time, as with anything.
As with almost anything. Yeah.
Unsubscribe if you have to. But, yeah, the Vegetable Garden Expo, they're getting prepared for that. It's an event we started a few years ago with more interest in growing your own food.
Right.
And, because people do have the concerns on pesticide uses and just I hate the carbon footprint, but that kind of thing of how far your fruit has traveled. But fresh food is generally healthier food. It's what happens when you pick it and how long it sits before you consume it. It's, of course, at its peak when it's been picked and eaten. If it has to travel by truck for 2 or 3 days, of course, it begins to lose nutritional value.
Did you happen to hear this story? Lake Mead, which is, I guess, the artificial reservoir that was created when they built the Hoover Dam, is drying up because of the drought out there, right? And the ground is not exactly the best ground for growing anything in the area. So people going down to the old lake bed that used to be covered by water, and they're digging up the dirt, and they're saying it's more nutritious for their lawns are recovering. Right. So what is the explanation for that?
Because of the decaying matter over the years that was in there has all settled, and it becomes like a muck, or now it's dry, but it's
dry, but it's got nutrition.
It's got nutrition still in it.
Wow. I never heard that. And there was another story from Lake Mead too, that I guess when they first built that reservoir, they evacuated a town. I guess they bought the town.
Right, and flooded.
Had 500 people. and they flooded the town. So the town has been underwater all this time,
right?
And now the town is there again,
beginning to pop up
well,
again.
Well, it is popped up.
Wow.
You can walk through the old buildings, which are.
Oh, sure.
I mean, they look like nothing, but
sure, yeah. Well, because they've been.
But I just thought it was interesting that they were digging up the dirt that used to be covered by water, and they're having success in their yards.
Using that because it's. Well, it's adding fertility to their ground. It's just you kind of wonder of what they're going to do that when that.
It's not going to last long.
Right, it's not going to last long, and then eventually water and things like that. I mean, they've just been in such an extended drought condition that's why it's down. And, maybe it might be time to, open up those dams. Yeah, hydroelectric is not ecologically sound. We stop water flow from where it was supposed to go and things like that. So it's, it might seem like it. Why not use water for electricity? But when you have to divert and change it and collect it and force it through turbines and things like that, it's not necessarily the best way to go.
So we wouldn't need that here. I mean, we sort of have the same kind of soil, don't we? It's sandy.
We're very sandy. We were, underwater, at one time. At one point, the whole state, except for the ridge, has been underwater, and ours is very sandy. The clay layer is a few feet under the soil, but then after that we have a lot of lime rock and things like that. So whatever we put on top perks through rather quickly down into the aquifer. Right. Other states, I'm not sure exactly what is underneath, on theirs, the hydrology and the geology of those areas of what it looks like, because you just get further up the eastern seaboard and you start to get more clay. The rock formations that's underground are a lot different. They have more moisture holding capabilities into the soils and things like that. I mean, when we have flooding conditions, generally it only takes a day or two before it's down and gone. Where other locations, that water just builds before it ever has a chance to be absorbed, and moreover, it's going to run off, where ours may actually perk through.
So if I were to go to the bottom of a lake bed, just dig up some soil.
Right.
I mean, I don't know how I would do it, but would it be nutritious, I guess?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's because of what happens is all the decaying matter.
It's just all dead fish and dead plants
and dead and fish poo and bird, and that kind of stuff.
It's all good for your plants.
Has all broken down and become it's good stuff, so long as it was a clean lake, clean body of water to begin with. It's going to be a clean.
And it would have to be a fresh water. You couldn't do it out of the ocean.
No, you can't do it out of the ocean because of the salts. And you look at unless you get way out there, the plant life and things like that. Seaweed and kelp and things like that are sold as fertilizers and amendments, but they're generally washed. This
is maybe a dumb question. Yeah. I'm thinking this is one of those that everybody already knows the answer to except for me.
No, probably.
But why are the oceans salty? I mean, I always thought it was from the decaying animals in the ocean, but we've got plenty of decaying animals in freshwater lakes.
I don't know. Well, like they say, what is it? The Earth's surface is covered, 85% of the Earth's surface is water,
right,
but only 5% of that is fresh water.
Right.
So
what makes the salty
what makes the fresh water fresh?
Oh, maybe that's the real question.
That might be the real question.
Okay. Well, I
mean, we have springs, because it comes from underground.
Yeah, interesting. God is a genius, is what I think.
Yeah. Yep, and tears are salty, but rain's not. There's another one.
Well, because rain is condensed water that evaporated and left the salt behind.
Right. And salt is a mineral, so it might have something to do with that. Who's to say? It's smarter minds than I will.
I just when it showed the old town, whatever it was called. And the fact that there's a history to that town,
right?
Too.
Well, and two, here's another thing where you're thinking of the pond bottoms and lake bottoms is diatomaceous earth is another thing is that's actually pond. That's actually DE. We got another thing that's initials that everybody can go by. diatoms are particles from lake beds that are decayed material that is, to us, it feels like sand, it feels like talc, which talc is ground stone, but to us it's smooth, it doesn't hurt anything. But you put that out when it's an insecticide grade, and that's a like glass to insects, where it gets up underneath their exoskeletons, cuts them or damages them, and they dry out. And so that's how that works as an insecticide. There's food grade ones that it's been cleaned further, that you can actually add into flour and grain products to help prevent the mealworms, meal moths, and things like that. Used, and can be used and can be safely consumed by people, by animals. Right. It's used, sometimes people use it in livestock feed, again, for those same kind of reasons, that it helps to keep the pests out of that feed, but it also acts as a anti-parasite, parasitize. I'm trying to think of the "ide" in there, but for going against parasites in livestock or fowl and things like that, where it's less harmful to them as using a commercial or a synthetic type of product. But then there's also swimming pool DE. Don't use that in your yard. Use that strictly in your swimming pool filters. It's a different grade. It's not something you want to put on your yard. It's actually
so you have to really know what you're doing.
Toxins. Well, when you go into the swimming pool aisle and you buy the swimming pool DE, it's swimming pool. If you go inside the store and you buy the insecticide one, don't put that in your food. It's in the insecticide aisle. Buy it from your reputable, known sources, kind of thing.
Although, I heard this from a veterinarian. Mm-hmm. Please don't take my word for it, because I might be repeating something wrong. But I heard this, that kaopectate that you buy for yourself as a human is the same exact anti-diarrhea medicine that you're going to get for your dog. Yeah. But the dog one is going to be $20. Right. The human one is like $8. Right. So, but it's the same exact thing.
Same thing. Right. Right. So sometimes, a lot of times, your veterinarian will tell you just to go ahead and you have to dose it out properly on that. Same thing of like using Benadryl, children's Benadryl for your pets if they have a problem with thunderstorms or fireworks. Or I had a dog one time, and as I was getting him onto flea control, he still had some itchy stuff, and they said, just the children's Benadryl. But just like children, dogs can either go to sleep with it or become very excitable. And I had at that time about a 15, 20-pound puppy who was very, very happy because he got very excitable on the Benadryl.
Oh, no.
And he was just all over the place. Yes.
We're at the bottom of the hour, so we have another half hour of In the Garden with Carol Ann, and we would love to hear your questions or your comments. The phone number is 622-9622, so we'll take a break right now and be back in about 4 minutes. Carol Ann is here to answer your questions. Give her a call, 622-9622. We'll be right back.
Radio. I'm Lillian Wu. GOP presidential hopeful Donald Trump speaking out on Fox, still not ruling out a third-party run.
Keep that door open in case I don't get treated fairly.
Also, the fight against ISIS, telling Fox and friends we should take their wealth.
Cut them off at the oil. I said keep the oil because somebody else will take it, Steve. I said it on your show many times.
You did.
Guess who took it? ISIS took it. And by the way, Iran is taking it. Everybody's taking it but us. We spent $2 trillion, thousands of lives.
No mention of the controversy surrounding Trump's remarks about Fox News anchor Megyn Kelly. Democratic presidential candidate Bernie Sanders, meanwhile, promising to end institutional racism during an appearance in front of a packed Los Angeles arena. And about 24 people have been arrested in Ferguson, Missouri, where there were protests for a fourth night over the death of Michael Brown a year ago. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Okay, so let me see if I get this straight. You want the truck with the most towing power, the most payload, that accelerates faster, stops quicker, handles better than ever, that works smarter, is loaded with a ton of new technology and tools, has best-in-class gas mileage, that doesn't rust, and has the government's highest overall safety rating, 5 stars. Have I got that right? That's all you want, right? Everything? Okay. What color? This is the high-strength military-grade aluminum alloy body Ford F-150, and this changes everything. Built Ford Tough.
Towing when properly equipped with available 3.5-liter EcoBoost V6 4x2. Payload when properly equipped with available 5.0-liter V8 4x2. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds GVWR. EPA estimated fuel economy rating of 19 city, 26 highway, 22 combined MPG, 2.7-liter EcoBoost V6 4x2. Actual mileage will vary. Government 5-star safety ratings are part of the U.S. Department of Transportation's new car assessment program, safercar.gov.
One of the most common questions those nearing retirement are asking, will I outlive my money? Retirement questions like these and many more will be answered every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement with hosts Francois and Julian Pozenet. Francois and Julian will help you put your retirement puzzle together. Catch Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement Saturdays at 9 a.m. on Ocala's News Talk, The Source 96.3 FM and 1370 AM.
Career Source, Citrus, Levy, Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified, skilled talent and job seekers with employment and career development opportunities. Tune in the first and third Wednesday of each month at 9:30 a.m. to Career Source, Citrus, Levy, Marion, and learn how they can help you.
That was the sound of a tree falling. It could be your tree. You're going to have it trimmed, but never got around to calling Pride Tree Service. It could have fallen in a field, and now all you have to do is call Pride Tree Service, and they'll have it quickly out of the way for a great price. But don't wait until the tree falls. It may not fall in the field. It may hit your car, your house, or worse. So call Pride Tree Service today and avoid all those headaches before they happen. Pride Tree Service, 840-0750. That's 840-0750.
Located next door to Silver Spring State Park and a few minutes from historic downtown Ocala, our award-winning Holiday Inn Express Hotel and Suites of Silver Springs is a place to stay for a friendly, memorable, and fun experience. Enjoy our fast and free Wi-Fi, complimentary hot breakfast, and free parking. Whether you're in town for work or play, our friendly staff will make you feel right at home. That's the Holiday Inn Express and Suites of Silver Springs, proud sponsor of Friday night Marion County High School football on WOCA, The Source.
Who doesn't love heading out on the boat with a family, hitting the ATV trails with friends, or blazing new stretches of highway with riding buddies? Your toys are your ticket to outdoor fun. At the Mcdonald Allstate Agency, we get to know you and help make sure you have all the right coverages. Plus, when you bundle your coverage for your car and your home with your boat, motorcycle, RV, or more, you can save up to 30%. So call the Mcdonald Allstate Agency today at 622-2333 or stop by one of our 2 Ocala locations at Calla Hills or the Jasmine Square Plaza.
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Savings vary.
Hi, this is Brad. I want to take a moment to talk about a serious issue. In the next 5 years, the aviation industry is projected to have a shortage of commercial pilots. Now is the time to start training. Ocala Flying Club has started a scholarship for the youth of Marion County ages 17 to 24. The club will donate up to $4,000 towards a pilot's license. This will help get the student on their way to obtaining their commercial pilot license. If this sounds like something you would be interested in, or if you know someone that would be, please contact Ocala Aviation Services, 861-7484.
25 minutes before 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Ann Baldwin is here, and we're in the garden with Ann, talking about our lawns and our gardens. And just stay cool when you're out there. Do you have a secret for staying cool?
Get out there early.
Just get out there early.
Get out there early.
You don't have one of those spritzers with ice in them or anything like that?
No, but I do drink plenty of water when I'm out there. Have nice cold.
Is there anything in the garden? Okay, let me ask you this question. Is there anything outdoors, not just the garden, but your yard, that you would still do, even if smart technology could do everything for you? Because there's smart lawnmowers, and there's smart everything. And the further we get ahead with this technology, the more things are doing things for us.
Doing yard work and stuff, I find very satisfying, so I don't think I'd let...
So you wouldn't even have a smart lawnmower?
No.
Well, you like cutting the grass?
I enjoy cutting the grass.
See, that's one thing
I
would be okay with this.
You know, I never even minded doing it with a push mower.
Well, that's what I have, a push mower.
Yeah, I mean,
my lawnmower cost me $25,
right,
like 20 years ago. And it still works
runs,
fine.
Yeah, that was one of the best mowers I ever used. Was actually one my parents bought. Paid $100 for it. Started on the first crank every time. Had it for years.
Yeah.
Well, if you think about the small mowers now, that $100 mower is now $130.
Still not bad.
Not bad.
Well, $1,500 for the smart lawnmower.
Oh yeah.
Ever seen this? And then they go up from there.
Oh sure, but
the other 2 weeks ago or so, the rope on my lawnmower finally broke. I mean, it had been basically a thread, and it finally broke.
So instead of fixing it before it broke,
right? So I went to Walmart and I asked the guy if he had any ropes for lawnmowers. He said they don't have them. And I certainly thought he was going to send me to Lowe's or Best or you know, what's it called? Home Depot.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, he told me to go to the Walmart website.
And order it online.
Which I'm guessing that they're told don't send anybody to anybody else's store.
Right.
I'm guessing. I don't know. But I went home, and I had this old wash line.
Okay, yeah, a piece of clothesline.
And it worked fine.
Yeah, you just have to watch when you use something that you've had for a while. It might actually be just as worn out.
No, this was a good rope. This was a good little rope that I never used for anything. I guess I had it to tie something up. And,
right.
And she left me, so. It's a joke. Good morning. You're on the air with Carol Ann.
Yeah, another place you could go for those kind of replacement parts is the lawnmower repair shops. That are several of them in the area.
That's right. Yeah, all your local shops will. Yep.
Yeah. All right. Have a good day, all.
Thank you. Yeah.
See, I just my one-stop shop.
Right. And that's what happens. And a lot of times, and if you don't know how to do it, and you can throw it in the, because some people, don't necessarily, they may not know how to or be bothered with it. Take it to your local lawnmower shop and they'll fix it right up.
The smart John Deere has a John Deere Tango E5. I'm looking at it right here, and I can't see a price for it, but it's a smart lawnmower.
If you have to ask, you can't afford it. But I find great satisfaction, and I know a lot of people who do pulling weeds in the flower beds. I don't have a problem with that, or in the vegetable garden. There's a certain satisfaction that when it's finished, and you sit back and you wipe the sweat off your brow and you pour yourself another iced tea and you look and you go, that looks nice. And the smell of the fresh cut grass and you got dirt under your nails. So what? It's part of the reason you do it. If I didn't want to do those things, I'd own a condominium. Where I don't have to do any of that.
Or here's the thing: the condominium owner will be buying these things and putting somebody out of work.
That's possibly, but I don't even see that going on, because usually a lot of that stuff you still want it done by hand, because there's just a certain amount of control.
And you have a phone call. I got to tell you what I'm looking at on screen.
Okay.
Right? Good morning. You're on the air with Carol Ann.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Morning.
Mike McCoy.
Yeah.
Just to let you know, you look at it, if you're looking at your lawnmowers, like you're at Lowe's and you see these riding lawnmowers or push mowers, or you look at Home Depot or Walmart or wherever, and you say, boy, they look the same. They look the same. They're basically one of the largest manufacturers, MTD. Make lawnmowers for everybody, just about. I mean, everybody, if they're a major manufacturer, name brand, they're probably having lawnmowers built for them by MTD.
Sure, and you only have about 3 motors, I believe, out there as well.
Briggs & Stratton,
Honda, and Tecumseh.
And Honda.
Yeah.
And I mean, those are the primary ones. When you get into the riders, that's a different thing. But just a clue for people. If you're not a really young and virile and strong young man like myself, if you go out to buy a weed eater, people say, "Oh, the 4-stroke weed eater, man, that you don't have to mix the oil and the gas," and you're right, you don't. But you better be a stout person,
because it's heavy.
For starting these things and carrying them around, those 4-strokes. I'll tell you something. They'll certainly make you. They'll put muscles on you or wear you out.
Sure will. But, I have an electric one when it comes to the weed whacker, and it's plenty powerful.
Well, I think my electric would probably do in my yard maybe 2 or 3 times, and then it would be over in the scrap pile because it just wouldn't. No way it would hold up.
Right.
But the great thing about the 4-strokes are that they're really durable. I mean, they'll get in there and do the work that you need to do. But they're heavy.
Yes.
They're really heavy, and they are kind of awkward to start.
Mm-hmm.
So if you do buy one of the 4-strokes, be sure you buy that electric starter for them.
The little gizmo. Right, right.
It's phenomenal.
Cool. Well, that's a great pointer. That's a great hint.
Okay, that's it, guys.
I need a new one. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good,
yeah, that's a good idea. That is great. Thought that it's something that's durable. It's heavy duty. It's going to get the job done. But unless you've got a teenager in the house, or that you yourself have the strength, and that's it. Pick them up. Pick them up when you're going shopping for these things.
It's a good point, yeah.
Don't just go, well,
I had a pretty lightweight electric one.
Yeah, like I said, the electric one that I've got, I might replace it every few years, but I don't use it that often. I don't really have need to. It does the job that it needs to do, and I think it's one of the heavier duty ones. It's not the real lightweight one. But if you are looking at buying one, think of the user who's using it. Pick that thing up and think about what you're going to do, for an hour or two out there on a Saturday morning. Is that going to be too heavy or off balance, or are you going to be able to start it? And the little electric, I have seen those little electric gizmo that'll fire that thing up for you, that you don't have to sit there and pull the rope, which could wear you out before you get started.
So listen to this lawnmower, and after I read it to you, if you wouldn't mind coming to look at the photograph of it, it's called the MUWI lawnmower, MUWI.
Okay.
It's a lawnmower which not only mows the grass but also compresses it in cylindrical blocks or balls. It is designed by Yuli Sung. It looks like a barrel, but it mows the lawn. It mows the lawn by itself. Oh, you looking it up?
No. I just realized I never turned my volume down.
It looks like a barrel, but it mows the lawn by itself after checking out the area. And as it does so, it compresses the grass cuttings accumulated inside and forms them into grass blocks, which can be removed and used. So that's all it says.
Wow.
I'm guessing, what do you use the blocks for? Is it to cover up the bare spots?
I'm thinking you're going to
does grass grow grass?
Not
Will grass
usually.
Cuttings grow grass? No.
No, but you could, makes it easier. You might be able to pick it up easier and use it as mulch.
Oh. Okay, well, I want you to look at it. We're going to the break, so come over here, and then as we go into the break, you can talk into my mic.
Okay.
Just look at this.
Oh, this is interesting.
Very interesting.
I'm not real sure what you would. It's probably pronounced Moe. Yeah, I see little. I'm wondering if you could.
It's a Moe, see?
Moe, yeah. Stepping stones, but I mean they're compacted as they're showing. You're sitting on one. And on the sideline there, and the children throwing a ball
made out of grass.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry.
This is pretty interesting.
All right, we'll take a little break. We'll be right back. Look it up. Let's see. It's called the MUWI, MUWI. Go on your favorite computer and look it up. MUWI, the smart lawnmower. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. It'll be partly sunny today with an afternoon thunderstorm in the area, the high 88 to 92. Partly cloudy tonight with a thunderstorm in the area early on, low 74 to 78. Times of clouds and sun tomorrow with a shower or thunderstorm around mainly during the afternoon hours, high 88 to 92. For Thursday, clouds will limit sunshine along with a couple of showers and a thunderstorm, high 86 to 90. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
If you're anything like I was, the thought of getting older was the last thing on your mind. But here we are. For me, it started slowly. The lack of energy.
never being in the mood. And when I was, I could never perform at my best. I tried the pills and other treatments with minimal results, and all but given up on my sex life. Then I found the doctors at New Male Medical Center. Wow, they made a new male out of me. Feel like I'm 25 again. I have renewed vigor, so much more energy, and no longer worry about my performance. New Male treated me like my situation was one of a kind, with a custom treatment plan that really works. I feel great. They can create one for you too. It does not matter if you suffer from low testosterone, erectile dysfunction, or just want to last longer. New Male will help you.
Call New Male Medical Center today at 352-404-4779. 352-404-4779. That's 352-404-4779. It will change your life. 352-404-4779.
Don Nottingham of the Miami Dolphins here, proud to be this year's chairman of the Special Olympics Champions for Champions event. Come join players from the world of professional sports, sharing their stories with a great dinner on Friday, September 18th, and/or play at Candler Hills Golf Club on Saturday, September 19th. Either way, you'll be helping the Special Olympics of Marion County Champions for Champions. Call 988-7998 for details. That's 988-7998. Please help our Special Olympians.
Cookies, 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 cookies. When you want something special and fun for any occasion, get cookies. That's right. The Great American Cookie Company in the Paddock Mall, Ocala will make a delicious, fun-filled delight just for you. You might notice that I said fun and delicious more than once. That's because I can't say it enough. The next time you're at the mall, be sure and stop by or call 352-237-2557 to place your order. Cookies, cookies, Yum. cookies, cookies. We go cookie eating cookies. The Great American Cookie Company.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line and a new spoiler and a new trunk.
We can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too, huh?
Well, as a matter of fact, join me every Monday at 10 for auto repair with personal care here on The Source.
Right,
of course you do.
All right, thank you. We're in a rabbit hole here. We're looking at the smart lawnmowers, and it led to smart other things, including a smart window washer.
See, smart window washer, in a way, we were saying, mechanically, that's kind of weird, but smart window washer makes a lot of money. Because he knows he's risking his life. He's making a good contract.
But how does a smart window washer, how does the device go from
window to window?
One window to another window.
I have no idea. That doesn't,
It's only $400, by the way.
Oh, is that all? I can buy a squeegee on a handle for $12.95.
It's the WindBot. It attaches to a window and uses its sensors to perfectly clean glass.
Have no idea.
Wow.
Yeah, but then it hits the little bump. How's it go over? I mean, usually, I don't know. I just looking through when we were on one of the breaks. Calendar of events continues. This what is the 14th? Is Friday, I think.
Yes,
Friday.
Yes, it is.
Okay, you've got another one, the Master the Possibilities series, which these are the On Top of the World Master the Possibilities Education Center, and this series is yard hole makers. So all those little questions you've got of going, what's making these holes in my yard?
Right.
The little tiny ones that are the size of a nickel, or the great big ones, the moles, the armadillos, the possums, the squirrels, the solitary wasps, all those kind of things will be addressed during this one. And it's August the 14th from 9 to 10:30 a.m. at the On Top of the World Master the Possibilities Education Center over on 80th Street. If you need more information, call over to extension 671-8400 on any of these activities, and they can give you, they can let you know, get you again on the email list. Also upcoming, this is not until September, but it's Florida Gardening 101. If you got friends new to the community, or you yourself recently retired, great 5-day evening courses that are, it's $30 per person, $50 per couple, non-refundable, because this is covering materials as well as light snacks. It's September the 21st through September 25th. You need to register by the September 11th, but it's going through building your soil and composting, the Florida-friendly landscaping and water conservation, propagating plants and indoor plants, lawns and trees and shrubs for Central Florida, and vegetable gardening and pests in the Florida garden. So a lot of different things for our area. And the other thing I want to do is starting next week, welcome to the new class of Master Gardeners. They will be starting not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday. And welcome aboard. Good luck. Study hard. Pay attention in class. Have fun. We all do.
And you have to keep. And you have to go every year or every few years.
Well, this year, why I wasn't here last week is we had what we call Summer Institute. 10 hours of or more of education is what we need to do each year to keep our certification up, as well as a set amount of volunteer hours that we complete each year in the areas that you like to volunteer through. And there's so many different areas where Master Gardeners volunteer, whether it be the 4 demonstration gardens we have, our propagation area, our spring festivals, Vegetable Garden Expo, plant sales, telephones, the different plant clinics. Master Gardeners are all over the place. You just, you don't always see us because sometimes you see us from the backside when we're leaned over pulling weeds, or you see us on our hands and knees crawling around.
What is harder to find, or who is harder to find, a Master Gardener or an arborist?
Probably harder to find an arborist.
That's what I would think.
Yeah, there's only a few arborists because that's special training. Not all tree people are arborists. Not all your tree cutters are arborists. So arborists have special certifications that puts them in a,
So an arborist would be who we would call to find out if you should cut down a tree?
If that tree, right. Is this tree really on its last legs, or, is this tree diseased beyond the point of, salvageable or anything like that. That's when we had a magnolia several years ago that I looked out one day and said, ooh, there's a limb dead and there's a split in the bark, and then another limb within, and this was very quickly, there was another limb. We called an arborist. She came out, and I don't remember her name because my sister-in-law handled it, came out and she looked at it, asked a few questions, pertinent questions, and asked, did we want to know which limb was next that was going to die? Have the tree removed was the final answer, and it was a massive magnolia tree. But unfortunately, some work on the drain field 2 years earlier is what did the tree in. So sometimes we don't think far enough back when we suddenly have a tree that's going bad. What happened? Did you have a driveway put in? Did you have landscape work where you had equipment running across? Those kind of things. Look at those when you're starting to go, why is that tree dying? What happened a few years ago?
Ah, yeah. Maybe a reason.
Right.
You do have a phone call. Good morning. You're on the air with Carol Ann.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I hope you can hear me okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay, great. It's Lauren.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to mention, for anyone who's interested in you-pick grapes, Taylor Nursery has 17 varieties of grapes, and most of them are ripe for the picking right now. They're absolutely delicious.
Super.
And Taylor Nursery is up in Citra, right off of 301 past the...
it's off of 329.
Oh, yeah. What's the school up there, right?
North Marion High School. That's on That's on 329, and they're right off of 329 between Old Jacksonville Road and 441, right there by the split where you're aiming towards Citra. They're actually in Spar.
So it's just amazing. I just wanted to give them a shout out, and where can you go pick almost 17 varieties of grapes? It's amazing.
That's true. Good bunch of grapes.
Super cheap. They're like incredible. So have fun, everybody.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you, Lauren.
Yep.
I've been there twice, and I have enjoyed being there both times. I love both of those people.
Oh, yeah.
Just really nice.
Yeah.
And I saw you there one time.
Yep.
One of those
Yeah.
two. Are you ready for a trivia question?
Yeah, let's do trivia.
I have a $20 gift certificate to Bob Wine's Community Gardens and Nursery.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a trivia question that if you answer it correctly, you will win this $20.
To Bob Wine's Community Gardens.
The number to call to answer the question is 622-9622. I'm doing it now, even though there's 5 minutes left in the show.
Okay.
Because this might be a Googleable one. So you're okay. It's okay to Google.
So, right.
Here's the question. What is the caraway seed the seed of? What is the caraway seed?
What is the caraway
seed of?
And I'm going to take it for granted it's not the caraway.
I will tell you this. It's a trick question.
Okay.
So what is the caraway seed the seed of? The caraway seed, let me give you a hint here. The caraway seed is from the caraway.
Okay.
So therefore, there you go. Then you fill in the blank. What is the caraway seed the seed of?
That's a strange question.
It is a strange question.
That's a tough one.
Are you looking it up?
I was seeing if it was in here, but I don't think it is. No, I don't think it is because it probably doesn't grow down here.
So it's a trick question, and you have to kind of give me a sideways answer.
Okay.
Or you can answer it directly. You
can
answer it directly.
If you've got
either or.
and you are allowed to Google, so
are allowed to Google.
Google away and.
I don't even know what a caraway seed is. Do I know what that is?
Okay. Wait a minute. Yes, you do.
What is a caraway seed?
That's probably what is going to make your answer.
Oh, really?
I believe so.
Okay.
You're going to make me do this.
It's not on a Kaiser roll, is it? No, that's a poppy and a.
Right.
What are the two seeds they put on?
Sesame or poppy.
Poppy. Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't even know if I know what a caraway seed is. Good morning. Do you know the answer?
No, but you will find caraway seeds on rye bread.
On rye bread, okay.
That's
the little black or brown
that are in.
Oh, that's rye bread. Okay, okay. Well, thank you.
All right, have a good day.
All right. So, what is that the seed of? That's a caraway seed.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the way they taste.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was. Well, okay, then maybe my answer is. Oh, wait a minute. I might have just found out.
Well, if you found out.
I'll keep my mouth shut.
No. I want you to drop hints because we got a minute and a half.
Okay. It's, well, I mean, it has a couple of different ones. It's native to Western Asia, Europe, North Africa. It's a biennial plant. It's an herb.
The plant is.
Yeah.
But what is the caraway seed?
Right. Well, I mean,
that's the real question.
Yeah. It's what is the seed from? If you want to look it up I mean, just this first one that came up says, the Wikipedia.
All right. Let me help you out here. No,
I don't want to.
No, I don't have enough time.
No, I'm thinking.
I'd love to give away this gift certificate, so just call me. I'll tell you the answer.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
The caraway seed is not an actual seed. It's the ripe fruit of a caraway plant.
Of the caraway plant. Okay.
It's the fruit, not the seed.
Also known as Meridian fennel or Persian cumin.
Who knew?
So that's.
I always thought I hated cumin.
No, but you like caraway seeds. See, I was thinking was the seed actually from rye? But, okay, so I was wrong.
The caraway seed is not even a seed, but it's a fruit. Does that mean there's a seed in it? Because usually
the seed would be inside of that,
so
right.
The seed is in it.
That's why it actually has that tender...
Okay. So like a peach is not a seed. A peach is the fruit, but
the seed is in the center.
Oh, that was interesting. All right. Thank you, Carolyn.
Thank you, Larry.
All right, we'll be right back. This is WOCA Ocala.
Fox Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. More arrests during a fourth night of demonstrations in Ferguson, Missouri.
23 people arrested overnight throughout the entire day yesterday. About 150 people wound up behind bars here. We're still in a state of emergency here after